Hey guys, today I'm going to be baking these Betty Crocker Pina Colada Cupcakes and frosting with the cupcake and frosting kit. This is a limited edition kit. It's new from what we understand for the spring. So it includes 1 pouch of the cupcake mix and 2 pouches of frosting, which is kind of cool. And the frosting looks pretty good actually, so it's not like it's a glaze or anything. It actually looks like frosting. So what you need is, first of all, your oven has to be on 375, so we got that going. You need 1/3 cup of water, 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil, water, vegetable oil, and just 2 eggs, and that's it. So I've got my mixer ready, and I'm going to open this up. And it was $2.50 at Walmart, so it's not too bad at all. They have another flavor too, which we
mojito,
raspberry mojito, and that'll be made at some point in time. Yeah. All right, these are the frosting packets, I'm assuming. Yeah, they feel like frosting. They probably say frosting on them somewhere. Yeah, teeny tiny letters. Pina Colada frosting. So, and this is our baking mix. And it says cupcake mix on the package. So basically you just add it all to the bowl. It's not, this part is not rocket science. You literally just pour it in the bowl and mix it. We do have cupcake papers ready to go. They've been put in the pan, and 12 of them put in the pan and sprayed or greased, because I didn't know this, and Tammy and Ashley told me if you spray the papers, they actually come out a lot easier. I never thought about that. I've always just fought with them. So there you go. You learn something new every day. So they've been sprayed, and once I get this mixed up, you add 1/4 cup to each one of those cupcake pans. So, and I'll remind you of that when I get there. So I'm gonna put my mixing paddle on. You could do this with a hand mixer. You can even do it by hand, but I'm just way too lazy. So you get 30 seconds on slow just to kind of mix the powder up and get everything kind of wet. Because if you turn it on medium right now, it would just make a big cloud of powder. Wow, that has a coconut. No, I smell pineapple, I think, more than anything. Yeah, it looks like it's pretty well mixed. So now you're going to run it for 2 minutes on medium, which is, for me, is right about there. And I will probably stop it about halfway through that 2 minutes and scrape down the sides and the bottom real good, because I can see powder down in there. And then I'll be back to show you put them in the cups. Okay, here's the mix, and it looks really good. It's very yellow, and it smells really, really good. Don't judge our Christmas papers. Those are the only ones we have. So the bright yellow will go into our Christmas papers. So I'm just literally going to take this 1/4 cup, and I'm going to try to get it over to the first one first. And fill the cups up. And I don't know if there's 12 cups worth of batter in there, but so I'm going to try to be a little less generous with each one of these. And I'll pretty much do 1/4 cup, but I may not do the full 1/4 cup, because like I said, it doesn't look like there's a lot in there. But I'll let you, oven's preheated, but I'll let you know for sure when how much I actually end up using. Okay, this pretty much got a 4. If you do 1/4 cup on each one of them, this is not even how far you would get. So I'm going to be stealing a little bit from some of these.
It's gonna make a mess.
And anyway, I'll work with it. I'm going to use a spoon or something to get some of these out, and I'm going to redistribute that. I may distribute to these and just throw away these 2. That way I won't have 12, but I'll have pretty close to it. So anyway, I'll show you before I put them in the oven, and then I'll be back. Okay, this is what I put in the oven. I ended up just taking these 2 and just throwing them in the garbage, and I filled up 10. So I got pretty good levels in 10. Some of them are a little lower than some of the other ones, but it's good enough. So these go in the oven for 13 to 18 minutes. So I'll probably start checking them at 13. They're done when a toothpick comes out clean. So I'll be back. All right, here they are out of the oven, and actually this one is really the correct height. That is the perfect one. The rest of these are a little overfilled, so I could have got away from doing a little less batter. I just went with what they said. They said 1/4 cup. If I'd put a little bit less of 1/4 cup, if I'd went with a scoop or maybe a spoon, I probably would have been better off, but it's fine. 10 cupcakes is more than enough for us to eat anyway. So what I have to do is you leave them, this literally just came out. They sit here for like 5 minutes or so. You take them off and put them on the cooling rack, and then you let them cool completely before you frost them. So I'll be back once I get ready to frost them. All right, these are cooled off completely. What Tammy's gonna do, Tammy's gonna frost them. She's actually, we both think it might be a little easier if we take the frosting and just put it in a bowl and then frost them that way instead of trying to squeeze it out onto each cupcake. So that's what we're doing. We're just squeezing it out into a bowl.
Cupcakes are frosted. They're not perfect. I just, you know, slapped on the frosting. And I did have a little bit extra because there were supposed to be 2 more cupcakes.
We were too short, so.
Right.
Now I know it's really just a matter of not filling them up, not listening to the directions, doing 1/4 cup.
But this is why we spray the edges.
Yeah, they come right out of there. And they don't stick. There's no.
No, they're perfect.
Pretty much clean. I'm going to get crumbs all over the place.
Oh, well, I brought the plate so you would lean over the plate.
But you go ahead. We both can't lean over. We'll bump heads. You're not leaning over the plate.
Mm-hmm. That's good. Isn't it? I taste a lot of coconut, but a lot of pineapple at the same time.
It tastes like a pina colada.
Yeah, you get both flavors.
It's really good. It's the cupcakes themselves are pretty good and flaky, although they're a little dense.
That's what I was gonna say. They're a little dense.
They're a little dense, a little spongy, but the flavor is really, really good. The cupcake itself has more of a pineapple-y flavor, I think.
Yes, and then the frosting has more of the coconut. Yes. Now, would you just eat the cake by itself?
No.
No.
Just now I ate the cake and it's okay. Sorry, I got too big a piece of cake. It's okay, but it's not sweet at all, really. The cake is. I mean, it's sweet, but it's not nearly as sweet as like the sugar on top.
Right. Right.
But you eat it all together and it's excellent. I don't know that I would necessarily buy these again though. It's not a flavor. I mean, they're not bad, but I can't think of times I'd really want this coconut pineapple flavor or a lot of it.
I think it's definitely out at a good time for the spring, summer.
It'd be good for a party.
Yeah. It's a nice color. It's a nice bright yellow that you see around the spring, around Easter time. And Easter's early this year, so now's a good time to have these out. I don't know if kids would be crazy about them. This kid is.
What's wrong?
But I do think they're very good. So if you like that pineapple coconut combination, you're gonna get it in this, and it's different than your typical chocolate.
It is definitely different, and that frosting on top is super, super sweet.
Yes, yes. And I'm glad it all comes together. $2.50 for both.
I don't think that's
bad. I think that's a
because you're usually paying $1 or a little more than $1.25 for each anyway, for the cake mix and the frosting anyway. Why not? The only thing they could have put in there is the baking cups.
Oh yeah, well that's true. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. If you like pina colada, getting caught in the ring. You have to sing the song. If you like making love at midnight.